What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego back with some more boxing. So I'm back with another segment of Ego's The Rundown. Entirely too much to talk about in separate videos. So this is where I condense it all, give you some highlights in boxing. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. has stated that September 2015 will be his last fight. So to be expected, he had to close the Showtime deal. So he's saying next year, September, that will be his last professional fight. And that leaves like 3 more opponents who he will pick. I don't know. I mean, I hope Pacquiao somewhere in there, or Timothy Bradley, and maybe one of the young hot shots coming up, like a Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, or somebody who looks good. But we'll see. We'll see, because there's not that many people that make sense or make money. We'll see what he decides. And in other news, it looks like Jermell Charlo, whatever the fuck, the one not fighting Rosado. Now, I got a question for the Charlo parents. Why did you name your sons almost identically the same name? They already look alike. Now these niggas got the same name damn near minus a vowel. Highly confusing. Kind of like George Foreman, how he has 2,000 sons and they're all named George. You made it real confusing. I don't know why they did that on us. Maybe his pops was smoking weed and he's just, yeah, let's name him Jamel and Jamal and really fuck with people. Anyway, he's going to be facing Carlos Molina on the Canelo Angulo undercard. I'm liking this. As far as the Charlo brothers, I think they're prospects, but there's only so long we want to see a fighter who's being dubbed as the future of boxing at the prospect level. You got to start stepping up in your competition. And in boxing, sometimes it happens too fast. A lot of people want to see Adrian Broner jump up 2 weight classes. He did that, had one successful run, and then got stopped by Marcos Maidana. So this is really a make or break fight for both Charlo brothers. And I like to see it because I'm sick of seeing them pitted against like cab drivers, C, D level fighters, or people who maybe at one point were relevant and had a name or had aspirations to be good, but for whatever reason have 1,000 losses on their record or whatever. So I think both Charlo brothers have significant opponents in front of them. Gabe Rosado is a tough customer. He's Philly bred, so you know he has the grit, the determination. He's hungry. And although Gabe Rosado has losses on his record, some of those losses, he's a fighter who's better than his record suggests. That's what I will say. Triple G, he received a cut very early. Not to say he would have done anything different, because I think Triple G would have beat him anyway, especially his first fight at that weight division. But he also has a fight with Peter Quillen, ended in a controversial fashion, and it looked like he was getting his second win coming on strong, and Quillen could have possibly gotten stopped. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's all a big what if. And then obviously the fight with J. Leon Love that was reversed to a no contest because J. Leon Love tested positive for some kind of diuretic. But even in that loss, he held a good account of himself. So that's a good opponent for the Charlo brother. And now this Charlo brother, Jermell, is going to be facing title holder Carlos Molina. So he's getting a title shot on a pay-per-view event with the rock star Canelo and Angulo, which should be a good fight. Don't know if it's pay-per-view worthy, and I've been saying that since day one, but they're trying to make the pay-per-view card worthier. Like I said, I don't think this is necessarily a pay-per-view card, in my opinion, but if we're going to see some good fights, I mean, shit, I'm going to watch it regardless. Somehow, some way, I'm going to be watching it, so the more fights they add, the better for me. So I think this is good for the Charlo brothers. Like I said, we'll see what they're really made of. See them against trickier opponents. Carlos Molina, you've seen him in the fight with Kirkland. You've seen him in the fight with Laura. He's very hard to look good against. So if Jermell can do something impressive, I would be impressed with him. And then he moved from prospect to now title holder. And it happens just like that. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff being done in the background. Those feel-good fights for the fighter. And then next thing you know, they're world champions. Same thing happened with Mikey Garcia. I did a video in January doing my prediction for Mikey Garcia versus Orlando Salido. People were shitting on me. A lot of people were like, you're an idiot. You're picking Mikey Garcia. You don't know shit about boxing. Orlando Salido's proven. He's going to destroy Mikey Garcia. Yada, yada, yada. And guess what? I was right and they were wrong. Now you'll see a lot more people jumping on the Mikey Garcia bandwagon. So we'll see what happens with Jermell Charlo. Some fighters, like I said, they rise to the occasion and they have their feel-good fights, and then they have their true test, and then they pass with flying colors. Others don't. So we'll see what happens. Next, briefly, Jean Pascal and Lucien Bute, I'm looking forward to that fight. Both fighters look like they came in tremendous shape, which is good. And I want you guys to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think as far as what is going to happen in that fight. And lastly, Robert the Ghost Guerrero recently spoke out. It's been a minute since I've heard anything from dude. And Boxing Scene did an interview with him. He was asked about the Mayweather-Khan fight. He says Mayweather all the way. Mayweather will dominate, possibly stop Amir Khan because Amir Khan has a glass jaw, has a glass chin. And that's from Robert Guerrero. Speaking of Robert Guerrero, his pops is on a new show called Knockout with... he's playing trainer for fighters along with Floyd Sr. and Zab Judah's dad. So I'm looking forward to that. A lot of good stuff coming up in the world of boxing. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of these topics. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.